Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
Coming after him, trying to escape and get it himself, and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it, so he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Hokies in the hurry up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man on the right. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Here comes the offense on first down. Here comes the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Travis. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll leave it with him. Quick spin on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Washington! What a grab and go for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. First down here for the offense. Off the play fake. Going for it all. He's got it on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Touchdown, Hokies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
He'll do it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, he's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 10 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Using his feet to buy time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket. Nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. And the Hokies pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. got his man downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got it.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to go up top. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Will take over. First and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Is incomplete. It leads to second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime.
The score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They strike first here in overtime.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8.
Is successful and makes the score. Virginia Tech 29, Washington 21.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Huskies! Got it in, now they'll have to do it again with the 2-point conversion to tie. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Now on the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Travis. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Huskies have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught near the sticks, it's Webb. Touchdown, Huskies! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third down, going up top. Touchdown, Hokies! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Number 88 with the grab and the score.
They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. The snap sets up to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out.
6-9-1, Gators score.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
29 Philly, 2-3.
Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. If he runs this back, this game's over. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Barges ahead. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue